Welcome back to another episode of Mr. King KMK and Knicks Morning Coffee. This is where we give our thoughts about the Knicks game the night before or the day after. Okay, before we do, hit the like button, subscribe to the channel. Okay, here we go. Last night we took care of Washington, kind of could say easy, and you almost want to say it was a tune-up before this long road trip going out west, but not really because we're still trying to find our groove. So we really can't worry about what the other teams is doing. We still got to get our unit a little bit more cohesive. Now, judging by last night, you would think that we were already there. The way guys were penetrating, cutting, flashing, timing, popping out for the three. We did a whole lot of things that lets you know that we are a three-level squad. We have to go always, Cat's name going to come up all the time because, he was our big hire. And right now he's our big gun. And the stuff that he's doing, I mean, we more than getting our money's worth. And as we dig in, to the season, more and more, we're going to start seeing even a better improved Cat from his Minnesota days because he's going to really get that dog in him, just playing in New York City. It just brings it out of you. And Cat is showing that. He's embracing it. And it's not fake when some guys do it because sometimes when you're playing the Garden, it's like a spirit that'll come over you and then it'll just, it just get in you. And he's showing that right now. Brunson, stellar game. Some say he had a couple bad games. Late, not really. He had some not Brunson-like scoring games, but the way he's diming and the way he's setting up the offense, that's kind of what we need. Even the way he set up Sims for a monster dunk that surprised the whole team. And I don't really think they was really that surprised because they had to have seen that before. And I'm just hoping that as time goes on, knowing the capabilities, that they set him up even more. Now, I did see a situation where Brunson and also Hart tried to give him the same type of look, but he passed it out. But one, he did shoot a floater, which was also nice to see, him doing that because after Hartenstein left, we figured that left out the door with him. So in the way Tibbs is praising Grimes, you could kind of see that he's trying to elevate his game mentally, but you have to get him in the gym and work on the things that you're actually going to use in the game. And that's what's really going to help Grimes. OG and Bridges, like, what can you say? They doing little things and they're doing things that all-star players do. It's like they have an all-around game that's fitting into our system. And when we do lose, it's really because the team just caught us that night. It's not a short of talent. I know the past years, December, we've always picked up a gem that carried us, to another level. But right now, we really don't have to do that. And I know I do want to do a show later on the possibilities of us doing that because it's not out of the, realm of speculation. People talk about we need more help on our bench. Scoring-wise, even when our guys come back, depending on who go to the bench, if anybody do, we still going to need another scorer on the bench. But as far as chemistry and guys playing as a unit, we get in there, and we get in there fast. And if we can go out west and even bond, a little bit more, just have one mind, all five thinking together. And when we really get there, that's when teams are going to have to really be able to look out. But even, Campaign, who's been getting major minutes since Deuce was out 3 games, is showing his value. And we said that again yesterday. And we're probably going to keep saying that because there's nothing in this league that he hasn't seen as a player, especially on his journeys in the Western Conference. So guys that we get from the Western Conference also helps us when we go out there. So, I'm happy with the win last night. We ain't nitpicking, but it's just still little things that we fine tuning. And even Cat, as great as he's playing, he is a big man. And sometimes when he goes to the hole, when he's not being ferocious, he go in there like he think he's a guard. And you leaving some shots short at the rim because of the guard mindset. And you got to go in there ferocious every time. And we love finesse. There's nothing wrong with finesse. But, these guys, these other 7-footers around the rim, there's a lot of young boy shot blockers out there. And they waiting to get their hands on those balls, even just to tip it. So you got to go in there. Once you get that, foot 2-3 feet from the paint, then you got to let them know you in there. Finesse is pretty, finesse is nice, but just little things that we could do to even take us a little bit further. But when you scoring the type of points that we scoring, it's hard for somebody to really try to find a hole. And we're not really finding holes in people's games. We're finding holes in some of the things that we can do better as a team. And even on the defensive end, I say every game, there's somebody lighting us up from three. And that's something that I'm going to keep mentioning because we got to pay attention to that. Because we don't want to come down to close games, and this is how we lose, losing a man in three in rotation. So last night, it just happened to be Corey Crispert. And he was knocking it down. All over the floor. Even when he just wasn't open, he made himself open. And we had to try to figure out still, how are we going to close out on these three-point shooters? And right now, that's just a pet peeve of mine because you're just trying to find other things that can help get us over the hump. So, Tibbs is putting good things in the game plan, but it's just a little bit more, that he probably should do just to make sure that we are all in sync, And again, his motto is that everybody foot in the paint and then we rotate out. But we not seeing something on those rotations. But, Washington Wizards, not the greatest team, but anytime we can beat somebody right now, it's a great win. And we needed that, before we go out west. And I know Phoenix Suns is the first up tomorrow night. So, I'm trying to, I don't want to miss anybody because Dottier, what Dottier was able to come in and do, shot a couple of air balls, but then knocked down some nice big threes, comfortable lead. But that's what I want to see. I want to see us have him out there with rotation players and still being able to get the ball to do the things that he knows how to do. And that's the only way we're going to have a true test of a guys like Dottier's, contribution, is to use him out there when the regular rotation players are out there and not just wait for, garbage time and scrub time. And then, people just jocking up shots and not even just jocking up shots. They're not really paying attention because we're in a blowout. All right. So I want to hear what y'all think about last night's game. And then I also want to hear how y'all feel about this upcoming West Coast trip. All right. Until next time. Peace.